Abby, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be doing something super duper different compared to all of my other videos. And I have a new hobby. Well, it's not really a new hobby. I've actually been like having this hobby for a while now, and ever since the beginning of this year I've been really getting into books. And then with finals coming at the end of the school year, I just couldn't really because of all those studying season. And then summer started and I said I'm gonna get started on books. I started watching YouTubers who have like book channels, and it's so awesome to see them talk about books, and really encourages me to read more books. To get out of my 2-month book slump, I'm going to be reading as many books as possible in 1 week. This is gonna cover a variety of genres, so romance, mystery, fiction, just lots of different things. And this is gonna be the first book vlog out of many book vlogs to come, so I'm really excited. Anyways, let's just jump into it. Okay everyone, so it is currently day 1, Tuesday of my whole week of reading. I decided to pick up this book from my library. It is called Noobie Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. It's just about this fire that starts from the beginning, like it mentions a fire at the beginning of the book, and apparently it leads up to when the fire happens. And I was told that it goes back and forth timelines, so it starts from like 7 a.m. and it goes to 7 a.m. and then in between each it goes to a past. So I'm excited, I cannot wait, and yeah, let's just hop into this book. Okay guys, so it is currently the second day of my little book vlog. It's a really crazy book. I just want to give you my thoughts so far. I don't know, the writing isn't really captivating me as I thought it would. The story is really like intense compared to other books I've read because it deals with a lot of family issues, and it's not a love story really. It's a family of 4 children and just their life and then their parents' life. It flips back and forth through time like I mentioned, and it just goes from present time to the older generation, you know what I mean? But it's set in like the 1900s, like 1960s, 1970s, and I think it's super cool. It's basically 24 chapters because it's 24 hours. Another thing about this book is that it's not written in first person, it's written in third person, so it's basically narrative. So you're reading about the story and you're not in anyone's mind specifically. There's no I or me saying or whatever. Most of my books are not like that. This is quite different. I don't really see as many thoughts as goes into the main character because there is a main character really, but at the same time I do get to see what's going on into other people's minds. I get to see their side of the story as well. So that's another good thing. I think it's best that this book was made in that way so that I don't only see it in the girl's perspective, but I do see everything that's happening in everyone else's life. This book is really heartfelt. It goes through lots of things. I forgot to film the rating, so I'm gonna say it right now. After finishing the book, I really realized the reason why it was so heartfelt, like I would cry reading this book, and that's because the problems that were in the book were so real, and it felt like these characters were realistic. I'm gonna give the rating a 4 stars because it is super duper heartfelt. The reason why it wasn't 5 stars was because it wasn't my favorite book. There's obviously ways I could have made it a 5 stars, but I don't know, the story wasn't the most captivating thing. It wasn't the most, like the writing wasn't just really pulling me in. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4 stars, so let's go on to our next book. Okay guys, so I picked up the next book and I'm actually gonna be reading The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. I don't know, I've never read this. I've heard lots of people who actually read this on like BookTube and Book Talk and whatever. I actually have no idea what I'm getting into. I'm going to this book blindsided, so I cannot wait. I'm not gonna read anything. I'm just gonna jump into the book. It's definitely a shorter book. It's 302 pages. Let's just jump into this book. Okay guys, so I'm currently only 58 pages in, but I had to make a little update to tell you about the book, and I totally recommend it so far. The book is really good. I'm not gonna stall any more time, and I'm just gonna keep on reading. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go to the library soon because I don't want to read in my room anymore. I've read enough in my room, and I've read outside for a few hours in the past couple of days, and I just really want to go and sit at the library and read. So yeah. Okay guys, I just spent 2 hours in the library reading, and it was actually really nice. I did have some distributions, but other than that, it was pretty good. I had a really good time reading, and guys, this book literally so amazing. I love it. It's actually called a closed door romance book, so they don't go into details, but It's so cute. I love the story so much. I'm so glad I kept going, and yeah. It is currently day 4 of my reading challenge, and last night I actually finished The Bodyguard. You guys, this book is so sweet. I absolutely love it so much. I feel like it's such a good book. We can only go down from here. I don't know, it's only the second book, but it's actually so nice. It's not crazy deep or anything like that. It's the trope of fake dating two lovers, and I love that trope. You can never go wrong with that. And it's like a celebrity and then a lady who's supposed to protect him. She's like an agent. That's what it means by the bodyguard. But it's actually so cool. She had to fake date him so that people don't know that he is being protected. But I totally recommend this book. I'm definitely gonna give it a 5 stars. I read it all day yesterday. So this is the next book we're starting, and I'm gonna start this today, obviously. And obviously it's day 4 and I'm starting my 3rd book, so I really do want to finish this. It is currently 360 pages, and it is the book People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. It's gonna be my first ever reading an Emily Henry book, and I've never read one before, and I'm super duper excited. I've heard absolutely amazing things about her, and it's about these 2 friends who have been friends for 11 years and they do not match at all. And apparently they go on a summer trip every year, and then ever since one summer trip they just never talked to each other again, and it's been 2 years and not a single word between them. And then the girl decides, I really miss him, and that was the only thing that made her happy. So then she decided to plan a trip, and he was on board, and then went on a trip. And I cannot wait to start reading this book, and I'll give you my thoughts. Hey guys, so it is currently day 5. I spent all day yesterday reading, and I spent a good portion of the night reading because I really wanted to finish the book, and I did finish this book. This book is actually so insane because, not like The Bodyguard, this book really goes deep into these 2 characters. Oh my gosh, like after reading this book, I feel like I've met these people and I've talked with these people, even though they're literally not real, which kind of blows my mind because just the description that Emily Henry uses for them, you actually like know that person so well. And she really explains both of these people, and obviously this book goes back between timelines. So each chapter is this summer versus 11 summers ago, and then it goes back to this summer, then it goes 10 summers ago, this summer, 9 summers ago, and it keeps going until it skipped 2 summers ago and 1 summer ago, because obviously they didn't go on a trip. And the trope is childhood best friends to lovers, and it's actually amazing. I cannot express my words for this book. Absolutely breathtaking. You guys need to read. This is a 5-star read for me. This is an open door romance, so there was a few pages I had to skip just because of the, you know what I mean. I picked up my next book, and let me show you that. This is my next book. So the past 2 books I read were purely romance books, especially this one, bruh. This one is heavily romance book, so I decided to go for a different genre, and I'm exploring my genres. I got multiple different genres. I didn't get fantasy, relax. I'm not into the fantasy just yet. Just yet, I'm not. But I did pick up The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager, and it's not romance, it's a mystery, and I cannot wait to get started because I've never ever read a mystery book. Anyways, let's just get started into this one. Good morning, everyone. I finished The House Across the Lake. It is currently day 7 of my reading. The reason why is because obviously I started this on day 5, which is a Sunday, and because I had church, I couldn't read all day, and I was only like 40 pages into the book. And then yesterday was day 6. I read like through half of the book because I was gone all day, so I couldn't. And then today, from 9 a.m. to currently 12 p.m., I read 3 hours and I finished the entire book. Actually insane. I love the idea of reading a thriller because it kept me on my toes and I never knew what happened next. But there were so many problems with this book that really didn't make me feel good about it. This is me trying to explain that there was also communication with the dead in the book, so that's the only reason why it threw me off a bit, but other than that, it was a great book. The story was really crazy. There was a plot twist after every chapter. I totally recommend if you are really into thrillers and that those type of things don't really bother you. It's not a trigger warning, but there is a warning for younger people and if they don't really like that idea. And obviously if someone told me that it had that in, I probably would have not read this book. And this will definitely be the last book I'm reading because today is the 7th day, so 1 week has ended. And I finished a total of 4 books. That's crazy. So first I read Malibu Rising. I gave this a 4-star, super duper heartfelt story. But there were some things that I just didn't really like about it, and the writing itself didn't really make me into the story as much as other books did. But this is a total of 4 stars. I love the story and I really recommend it. The next book I read was The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. 5-star book. I loved the romance. The trope was fake dating to lovers. Like, you can't go wrong with that trope. It's giving To All the Boys I Loved Before, so I loved it so much, and definitely a 5-star read for me. The next book I read was People Waiting on Vacation, which is also another 5-star read for me. The trope was childhood best friends to lovers, and I absolutely loved the way it was written. I cannot wait to read more Emily Henry books. This is an open door romance, so I did have to skip some scenes, but other than that, definitely a 5-star read for me. And the last book, The House Across the Lake, a 3-star read for me. Lots of crazy things happen, a good thriller in my opinion, but I didn't really resonate a lot with it. There were just lots of problems. I really did imagine this, so I was transported into the story at some points, but then at some points I'm like, I'm just reading a book, and obviously nothing like this would ever happen in real life, and that was the thing. It was so unrealistic to me. It just didn't click. But other than that, all these books I have completed in 1 week, and I'm so proud of myself. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it's been a long one. I'm really sorry, but I cannot wait to make more book vlogs. I'll get better at it, I promise. Anyways, see you guys in my next video. Bye!